I am here to talk about in my mind, the money that was stolen from my 17-year-old son from Amazon. That for fraudulent terms, even though he was able to prove that he has done absolutely nothing fraudulent and nothing wrong. He's a good boy, and they've stolen from him. They've stolen a lot of money from an underage kid, and it's not right. And nobody's answering for it. No one. My son had purchased 4 Amazon gift cards from the local grocery store. It was a Kroger's, and he had put $500 on each one, and then the remaining 200 and something on the fourth one. He went home, he put it onto his account, and he made the purchase. Within a few minutes, they emailed him telling him they canceled his purchase and that they had locked his account due to fraudulent activity because he wanted to purchase a PC. He had just sold his four-wheeler in order to get this PC. He had just that morning, he had sold it for $2,200. He's underage. He don't have a debit card. He don't have a bank account. So the people paid him in cash, $2,200 in cash. That's why he walked in. He made a few walk-in purchases to a few stores, bought his friend something, a monitor, but he wanted the gaming PC off of Amazon. So that's how he could get it, was he purchased the gift cards. That's what I told him to do. And as soon as he made the purchase, they locked the account, or they locked the account. And I had called Amazon, and I had talked to customer service, and I had told him, I'm like, there's an issue going on with my son's account. And he said, okay, I'm looking at the account now, and it seems like they just want you to email them proof of purchase of the gift cards. And I said, you mean the receipt? And he said, yes. And I was like, okay, well, I know my 17-year-old son does not understand the importance of holding a receipt. The chances of him having it are slim to none. He said, that's fine. As long as he can go back to the store where he purchased them from, they could print him out a new one. I was like, oh, okay. So this is what we did. I called the manager, and I talked to her, and she said, yeah, have him. She had to talk to her boss, and we had to narrow down exactly what register he went through. He already knew about the time and everything. They got him on camera. They were able to zero in, and the very next day, with her help of her boss, they got us the printout. And we uploaded that to the email like it told us, and it kicked it back, and it states on there, thank you for providing us with the information we asked for, but we did not receive it. Yeah, I have it. I have it, and I swear I have it. I have it in the email, and it was very confusing. Like, no, and then the next one, I kept on sending them. After the first email that I had sent them that just had the proof of purchase, and they kicked it back, I was like, okay, maybe they need it explained in detail. So that's what I did, is I explained in detail how he acquired that much money being 17 years old, and the manager's name, the place that he bought the gift cards from. I gave them the phone number, the address, everything that they needed, that the manager was willing to speak on his behalf, to state that he's on video making these purchases. Actually, to be honest, his best friend was with him, and they started recording because it was a self-checkout, and as many 20s as he was putting in, it held up the machine, and they thought it was funny. So they themselves started recording him making this purchase. So it was just comical. And then, so I explained everything in detail. I gave him my name, my son's name, everything, my phone number, everything that they could possibly need. And at the end of it, I told him, I was like, so there should be no reason right now to say that there's anything done wrong. I had also sent in a close-up photo of the printout that we got, because it was in 2 papers. Made sure everything was completely clear. I also had him take a picture of him holding the gift cards front and back, so they knew that the numbers were on there, and they still kicked it back, and they said that it was a closed issue, that they were closing his account, and they may not respond to the matter again. This money was all he had. That was, uh, my heart breaks for him because I try to teach him that as long as you put good out in the world, good will come back. And my son, he doesn't get in trouble in school. He's 17 years old. He doesn't get in trouble in the streets. He doesn't go out. He's just not drinking. He's not smoking cigarettes. He's trying hard. All he was in was this PC because my son is an artist. That's what he does. He just entered um, a contest to get a scholarship for college for art. Okay, this is what he can do his work on, and it changes the broad aspect on what his ability is to do and produce, and it gives him more of a chance to get ahead. And they just completely sideswiped them. Just and nobody's given me an answer on why, what we can do to fix this. Um, I keep on calling customer service. They keep telling me, "Well, send what they're asking in the email. Just send it back to the email." I said, "I've done this 5 times now." They keep sending me the same automated message back. And I've asked them, I'm like, who do I need to speak to? And they said, well, the person that closed his account, and they actually, the last person I talked to said that it's not completely closed. He was able to look it up through his phone number that he had on his account, but not through his email that he signed up with. So he said it's not completely closed, which I have no idea what that meant. But so he was able to see it. I'm like, okay, so what department do I need to talk to? And he said, well, the person that, the department that's doing it is account management. I said, okay, well, transfer me to account management. Oh, I can't do it. We can't do that. We don't have a transfer to them. I said, okay, transfer me to the fraud department. We can't do that either. Nobody knows this, but customer service, they can't transfer you to any department because they don't know. They don't know how. They don't know the numbers, or they don't have the ability to transfer you to any other department. Amazon has the worst customer service. And it's not that it's their fault. They're not taught, they're not trained. There's nothing for them to do. It's just there's nothing for them to do because Amazon doesn't give them that ability. And what runs Amazon's fraud, what kicks that back is an automated computer. It's not a person looking at reading the story, trying to make a human decision on whether it's a computer.